welcome back to Dila's Kitchen. With the holiday spirit around the corner, I'm always looking for new ideas and inspiration to do something different. Today I'll be making Christmas swirl pinwheels. So let's get 170 grams of soft margarine here. I have a 3/4 cup of sugar, white granulated sugar. I have 1 egg. And I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and I will be mixing that with an electric mixer. I'm adding a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, I've got 2 cups of flour here that I'm also adding, and I will be mixing that. I'm bringing the dough together. Okay, so I normally just eyeball. I'm going to cut it in half, divide it in 2 pieces. 1 piece is going back in the bowl, and the other piece is going into, I'm using a teaspoon of red coloring gel. I buy mine at Baker's Bin. And I'm also going to use a glove and just remember, when using coloring, try and use an old bowl or a glass bowl, because this is what's going to happen. It actually stains everything. So now I'm just going to mix it through until the color is well combined. Okay, so now I just bring it together. So you can plastic wrap it now and put it in the fridge. So you can put it in the fridge for 30 minutes or in the freezer for 15 minutes. Mine's going to go into the freezer for about 15 minutes, both of it. So you can plastic wrap it, or if you have one of these plastic bags, just put it in there. This is actually easier. And put it in the fridge for 15 minutes to half an hour, or in the freezer for 15 minutes. Okay, I just removed my dough after 10 minutes from the freezer. I've got some baking paper at the bottom, and I'm putting one on top as well. And I'm going to start rolling it out now. So make sure that your dough is still soft when you take it out. If you take it out of the freezer and it's still hard, wait for it to be soft, otherwise it's just going to crack. And if you don't want to put it in the freezer and you feel comfortable just to carry on, then that's also fine. So once you've rolled it out, remember both pieces need to be more or less the same size. Just cut it off to make sure that the edges are the same size, and you just put it back every time and use it again. So it doesn't have to be exactly the same size, but I like straight edges. It's just going to be easier to work with straight edges. So there you go, there's my first piece. I'm going to do the same with the white dough, and we will be back. Almost done rolling out the second one. Okay, Okay, so I have the first one here. This one's also going into the fridge for 15 to 20 minutes. And we will be back. So I made a green one this morning. And this I just removed from the fridge. And I'm going to start rolling while the red one is resting. So I'm rolling it tightly together. The paper is still at the bottom. First one is out. So you pinch the edges together. And roll it back into your paper. And this is also going into the fridge or to the freezer for 15 to 20 minutes again, even half an hour. So in order to keep this in a round shape while it's going into the refrigerator, you can cut this in half. This is the core cardboard of the paper towel, and you can put it in there, or I've got one of these foil holders, which will also work. I'm going to place this again into the freezer, and when we come back I'm going to cut and place it into the oven. Okay, so I just removed my dough from the fridge. I'm going to cut it in half. So you can sprinkle everything, but I'm not going to sprinkle everything. I'm putting one aside, and what I'm going to do is get some sprinkles on here, and I'm going to roll it into the sprinkles. I'm going to start cutting now and place them into a pan. To bake this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 10 to 12 minutes, and my Christmas swirl pinwheel cookies are ready. I waited for it to cool down completely, and I plate up as well. So if you want to try out the cookies, please make sure that you share pics with me to show me that you made it your own recipe. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram or Facebook. The link will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and bye.